Okay. Whoa.
Morning.
Good morning, everyone. We are live from Mobile World Congress, Las Vegas.
Not quite.
Well,
You're still in your hotel room, dude.
well,
I'm almost there. I'm almost to the venue, and there's like nobody here.
what
So,
were you thinking,
I think
dude?
you're right.
It's like 8 in the morning.
I don't know. Pure insanity is what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
This is just turning out to be quite idiotic. So,
I mean, I only got out of bed 25 minutes ago, barely.
yeah.
Just
But
to
I'm still on Europe time, Central European time.
That's
That's
what
what you get for bouncing around the world, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you're walking towards the West Hall of the Las Vegas Convention Center. Is that right?
Yes. And I'm just about to pass the World Trade Center, Las Vegas.
Wow.
Isn't that amazing? Yeah.
Doesn't feel like it, does
giving
it?
you guys a giving you guys a full-blown tour here. This is like incredible, right?
I'm actually go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say we had an epic moment yesterday, right? Last night.
Mm-hmm.
We got together in person. It was friggin' awesome.
That was great.
And we went to it was you, me, Stephanie, and Steve Rumor.
Yeah.
And we went to a wonderful steakhouse at the Wynn, right? And almost raved because they were playing such funky, awesome music.
They were kind of
that open area, right?
I know.
Yeah, they're going kind of nuts, weren't they? Yeah.
They were killing us with some time, super loud Lady Gaga there at the end. And we closed the place down, just so everybody knows.
Oh, yeah.
Literally. That's who we are.
Literally.
Because while we're here, we've got to pretend like we're actually in Barcelona for the real MWC, where you just don't sleep, right?
Which ends up being insanity. This one, I don't know. I mean, I went to a Samsung event. That was kind of cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you, man. It's a lot more subdued. Rockton had like an event, but it was too early. I got in late.
Yeah.
I got in around I think it was like 6:30. 6:30. So I couldn't, it was tough to get from the airport here,
right?
Into central Las Vegas in time to make a lot of the events. So yeah, I got kind of screwed. But I was at Intel's Innovation event, so it was a trade-off, right?
Yeah. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
The struggle.
What's going on, man?
We got a lot of stuff stacked up today. Lots of good meetings. And just walking around the hall, the expo hall, see what's what, see what people have to show us. I'm sure we'll do a lot of live impromptu interviews and stuff throughout the day as we go talk to people who are in the mobile space, the telecom space, the IoT space. I got the sense, aside from how you're walking through a post-apocalyptic ghost town, there are a lot of
like it.
There are a lot of
what the hell?
There are a lot of. Oh, there you go. You made it.
What is this next show? No, obviously I didn't read the instructions.
So don't you enter
the directions?
Do you enter like that weird, wild, curvy looking deal? Is that the entrance to West Hall?
I think so. I don't know. You know what? I think I'm formally in the wrong place. It could very well be.
Did you think you went to the wrong event? Maybe.
Maybe. I mean, what the hell is this?
I don't know. So the brand new West Hall of the brand new Las Vegas Convention Center, not to be confused with the part that's over by the Westgate Hotel where Elvis is still alive, is definitely where you want to go.
Oh, okay. Well, that means that I'm totally screwed. I got to walk all the way.
And
that way.
In the outdoors of it, you kind of look for this weird curvy kind of thing, kind of whereas the main entrance to that, and it's the drive-in where all the taxis go.
Yeah, I think it's where the loop. And is the loop even open? Because if the loop isn't open, I'm like totally screwed. No, I see the other convention center.
Okay.
Oh well, it's early in the morning. I'll freaking take a walk. we'll go on an adventure together, Rob.
Why don't we just tell everybody that you meant to do this?
Yes. Let's just pretend that I wasn't as absent-minded and, just completely
I'm still
stupid.
I'm barely. Honestly. I need way more caffeine. I was down.
I got my caffeine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So hey, it looks like we have some cool meetings today.
Yeah.
Steve wants to introduce us to a couple of companies.
Right.
I have AWS. I have a meeting with Rakuten. I have a meeting with NEC. NTT, blah blah blah. It's a long list. So it's going to be a busy one day. Yeah.
Here,
so hopefully there's going to be some nuggets. I think.
I'll show everybody the good picture we got last night. That was good. That was good to hang out.
Yeah. Thanks
awesome.
for picking the one where I look totally goofy. By the way.
Well, that's what we're here for.
I really appreciate that.
Sure that you look goofy. Yeah. Sometimes you can't help it. Like this morning, you're full on goofy. You probably didn't mean to be.
Yeah.
And you're the absent professor wandering around Vegas.
I truly am. And this is like really starting to be a really bad idea because I thought it was a half-mile walk and ending up being a 1.5 mile walk, and it's getting hotter.
It's getting hotter already.
And I'm wearing black, and then I'm about to go into the sun.
Yeah.
So this is all like just not working out. You know what I'm saying?
All right. Here's another nice picture from our game last night at our table. Yeah. That was good.
Yeah. It was a table to be.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's all glowing
for sure.
Glowing gold and everything. That was so much fun. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, that was really great.
All right. Well, maybe you could pan your camera around and maybe I can see where you are. All right. There's the monorail. All right. There's Wynn. Yes. Keep going in that direction you were going, maybe.
That direction. Yes. See where all that sunlight is? That really hot sunlight? That's exactly where I have to go.
Because you want to cross, Paradise Avenue or whatever it is?
Yeah.
I gotcha.
So,
yeah, because you're right. You're in the old OG convention center. You got to cross Paradise. You're heading on. What is it? Okay, I see where you are. All right.
I'm on convention center, so I'm going to be going across the street soon.
Just so everybody knows, though, the street he's on is parallel to Elvis Presley Boulevard. So I know that's important.
I have no idea. And you know what? I could probably triangulate exactly where you are because I can see that thing. Can you see it in the background?
I can.
Yeah.
There's the stratosphere.
Yeah, the stratosphere.
Exactly. Yeah. We're doing some kind of triangulation for location-based services, aren't we?
Yes.
No GPS.
Use time of arrival differentials between 3 locations to determine exactly the altitude as well as your specific location within 3 square meters. How's that?
Yes.
And it's all going to be done by 5G.
All going to be done by 5G. Do you think? Do we think people are going to be talking up 5G today, or are they moved on? What do you think?
That's a really good question. Yeah, I think you know what. Quite honestly, the conversation has moved on from 5G. A lot of what I think everyone's trying to talk about, is modernization. And what I mean by modernization is a more tempered version of what we call the digital transformation. So,
I just got triggered.
Yeah. Oh my God. I know. Isn't it horrible? Isn't it horrible what people have done to these terms that were so innocent in the beginning and were pure in intent and concept, and people went off and just made it into a ridiculous,
Yes.
A ridiculous blob of nonsense.
When vendors are scratching their heads, grasping for something to sell, they don't have a specific thing to sell. They can say, "We're here to do some digital transformation. And that's like an ambiguous blob of something.
Right.
It could mean we're here to write some Visual Basic apps from the 90s for your Windows 95 machines. It could have meant that, you know?
Yes.
Or it could mean private 5G. Who knows? It's all over there.
It's all over the map, man. And it's out of control. Rein it in.
A wise consultant once told me, where there's mystery, there's margin.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's some pretty deep stuff right there, man.
That is some deep stuff, you know. Really yeah. If it's too well known and anybody can do it, no margin.
Yeah.
No.
This is true.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I was as I was waking up, it dawned upon me, because I had a discussion about scale, and you know, the folks in the Silicon Valley always love to talk about scale.
They love talking scale.
Oh, you know, everything scales. You know,
yeah.
When you really think about a lot of these things that you're trying to scale out from a pricing perspective, it all becomes a race to the bottom. You know, I mean, you're not really scaling big things, big solutions, and like what we were talking about yesterday, the thing that the IoT community has to maybe stop thinking about is these sort of misguided, these misguided ideas of scaling. And you know how we talk about, look, at the end of the day, you have to make if you're delivering value, you're going to make a profit. So instead of trying to scale stuff that you might be losing money on or getting, you know, pennies on the dollar, why don't you just go and solve that big problem? And you know, that might be a scalable element there. But a lot of times when we talk about scalability, it's scalability from the standpoint of a service provider. It's not from the standpoint of the customer. Customer may not give a shit about your scalability. They just want it to be cheap. They want it to be easy. All these things that we talk about. Yeah. But you know, one of the things I noticed when I was at Intel is quite often people just talk past each other, because this word customer, if you're not really clear on what that guy is talking about, who they're talking about in terms of customer or vendor or partner or ecosystem, all these things, you might be completely missing the perspective. That they're trying to. I just got yelled at. Awesome. See, I'm already getting in trouble.
That's the first yell of the event. That's great.
Yeah.
All right. So I can see the writing, Las Vegas Convention Center. You got a cool background.
I found it, dude.
Dude, you've made it. And I'm going to take the same walk when we're done. I'm going to walk down Paradise Boulevard and come to your.
You will.
And come get my badge. I wonder if I'll get yelled at.
You will.
Yeah.
I think you should make it a goal.
Yeah.
It should be part of the journey. It really should be.
Are you loaded up with business cards?
No. What the hell's a business card, dude? Oh my God.
I've still seen them. I've seen them around. I know it seems like what? Business cards. So
you know what I do? I do business card shaming. If anyone whips out a business card, I just try to make them feel as bad as possible.
I show you my new
cards. Oh my God.
Look at that.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
I know.
You know, you could have just cut that thing in half, dude. Look at the size of that thing.
It looks bigger than it is. It's not as big as the Stratosphere Tower behind me.
No. Almost.
Exactly. This is me taking my own medicine. Take IoT, digital twins, wireless analytics, and point it at something. And just instead of saying, hey, we got this stuff. We got this stuff. We're going to do digital transformation. You know?
Yeah.
We've got some Industry 4.0 on the side that we're going to give you.
It's pretty ridiculous, right? Yeah. So what point was I making? I'm sure that our audience is going, oh, come on, Leonard, finish your damn point. No, so going back, you know, you really have to figure out who you're talking about, like ecosystem and And so, it was interesting getting into these conversations with all the Intel execs and having to clarify those as they're talking. Because as other analysts are chiming in, you start to realize, oh, wait a minute, that's not what he meant. Is that what he really meant by customer or ecosystem or blah blah blah? And once you get the clarification, you realize, hey, wait a minute, that's not what he was talking about, right? And or you realize, oh, what you just said, Mr. Executive, doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah.
So and then you have a little bit of semantic debate, but it ends up becoming very important because otherwise it's just a bunch of folks in the room spending an hour just babbling and talking past each other around really important points that, eventually what you get is a bunch of people coming out of the room with all kinds of different divergent ideas of what was just said in that meeting, So I don't know. It's something that just dawned on me, and I was connecting the dots based on what we were talking about last night.
Right.
But you just have to. You really just have to friggin' start a business. Don't go for the exit. Getting a VC, preoccupying with yourself with that. Do the consulting bit. You can make money off of it. And if whatever the hell you're doing is valuable, somebody will friggin' pay you to do it, like what we were talking about last night, right? How you realize that there's so much, beyond the device, beyond the connectivity, there's so much that needs to be done by a person, right? That gets completely discounted in the way that we look at, let's call it IoT business development or
Leonard has frozen on us, folks. He's right there by the taxi stand, and maybe he walked into a dead zone. You never can tell. It's brutal out there. And you're back. You were frozen.
No,
that's what happens.
I'm on a certain carrier's 5G network, and apparently its reliability is not 5 nines. No point. You guys gotta keep doing your work. Build out that quality network. Just don't just tell us that we're in a 5G coverage area where we get crap coverage.
Right.
There's not that many people here. I mean, networks should be crapping out.
No, you're right.
No one's got their smartphones out, recording stuff like I am.
You're the only one.
So there's no excuse, man.
Exactly.
We should be able to do this stuff in LTE.
Maybe if you switched your phone to force it to be on LTE, you'd have better luck. Maybe.
Yeah, but I want to give 5G
a chance.
I want to put it through its paces. Yeah, I want it to prove itself. I want to trust it.
You want to trust it. So here we are. It's 2022. Are we almost time to just say, let's look forward to 6G? 5G didn't work out. We're hoping 6G is going to be okay. Hope, future.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No.
Do you hear?
I don't think 6G is going to solve anything that we don't need to already solve with 5G.
If they can't solve it with 5G, then 6G is not going to happen. So I have a question. So part of 5G, we've talked about the layer cake many times. Low band going really far. Mid band is that Goldilocks, good speeds. But millimeter wave. We've seen a little bit of millimeter wave at some football stadiums. Do you talk to anybody, or you hear any of the operators who are actively building all these tens of thousands of small cells in urban areas to make millimeter wave real?
No, there's very few. And I think that's one of the that's going to be one of the big challenge areas, right? They haven't even gone through I would say the first stage of densification. So they're modernizing their network somewhat. And even then, almost everybody's still on a non-standalone network. So, I mean, there's basic steps, dude.
Yeah.
And even before you can get to densification, you have to get some of the basic stuff right. Otherwise, the network doesn't scale the way that people think, might think that it does, right? And so, when you really look at it, it's like any system build out or infrastructure build out. You got to take things step at a time. Yeah. And along the way, as a service provider, you should be managing expectations. For me, my 5G experience was, holy crap, this is a hell of a lot worse than LTE. Give me my LTE back with the carrier aggregation, and I'd rather have that than 5G, because the 5G network simply is not performant. It still isn't in most areas, even if it's a 5G coverage area. So these are all like basic maturity and deployment issues. So, I mean, who cares about small cells, except in some very specific areas, if you just don't have the basics down. So I think we're still, most of the operators, despite how much they brag about their networks, are still in the early phases of their 5G journey. So the small cell stuff, man, that's that top part of the cake that T-Mobile chopped off and doesn't show anymore. They just showed 2-layer cake.
It's arguably the most expensive part of the cake, and because the density is going to be intense, and right away, like, they're going to be putting these cells in bizarre places that people have never seen them before.
Oh yeah. I'm going to try to go in.
Because I think you should go in. Go in. We need everybody to see what it's like to wait in line inside.
Okay. All right. Hey, how's it going? I'm taping a show, so we're going to go in. Is that cool? All right. What do I need to do here? Whoops.
His phone. Everybody, you get to watch his phone go through the scanner.
I think I'm doing this completely wrong. Okay. Look, I think I made it. Oh my God, I made it.
You did. You're going in, bro.
Awesome. It's amazing.
Yeah, but I like your.
Scan me. No, you're good. Okay, we're good. He says I'm good. Thank you.
You're good. You're good enough.
God,
man.
I made it.
You are good enough.
I made it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
I totally made it, dude. Oh my God.
Wow.
Oh. Okay, so hey, this is what, for those of you who've never been to MWC, so we're in this gigantic hall here.
Wow, look at that.
Right? Look at the size of that screen. It's like ginormous.
It is.
And then I'm a press and analyst guy.
Yes.
So I'm going to come down this way.
Woo.
And I'm getting somebody's like,
you get special treatment for your press or analyst.
Say hi. Hi. Oh, hold on.
We'll hold on. Okay. All right, we're going to hold on while.
Yeah. So next step here is I show my ID.
Oh,
I gotta have so much crap in my pants. It's like
he
ridiculous.
Left his ID in Denmark at PM Forum.
I didn't. Oh my God, that could have happened.
With my backdrop and sitting the way I am, I do feel kind of like Dr. Evil. With my new layer.
Third floor.
Hi. Say hi.
Hi.
They're friendly here at MWC. They don't bite. Yeah. Thank you so much.
Exactly.
Yeah. And look, apparently I am registered.
Well, you had to
go
your QR code.
I sent you a pitch.
Oh, okay. Yeah, hi. Yeah, hi. So I know her.
Hey.
See, I'm famous. I'm famous, dude. This is Rob Tiffany.
Hi, Rob Tiffany.
Howdy.
He said, hi, Rob Tiffany.
I recognize that name.
Yeah, he said howdy. So
awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna. How was yesterday? So I'm. She said it was good and it was pretty busy.
All right.
Yeah. So we will see you inside then. Okay. Are you gonna be here outside?
I'll be at the summit.
Oh. Okay.
In a little bit. But
okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Right on. Okay. We'll see you. Thank you.
Good stuff.
This is awesome. Hold on. Where the hell am I going now? All right. So
are there arrows pointing you the way?
Sort of.
It says go this way to 5G.
Morning. Does it? Really?
That escalator you're looking at, on the side of the escalator, they had branding on it.
Oh, it says badge holders. Please prepare your event badge.
Yeah.
Holders. This way. No, that's just some signage. So
nobody really knows where to go.
Yeah.
I'm supposed to meet different people in that lobby, I think, or whatever. Like people go, I don't know, the West Hall. It's probably really cavernous. I don't know where to meet.
Yeah, well, I have a bunch of people who really they want my take on Open RAN. So I got to go. There's some Open RAN stuff happening today.
Yeah.
So I got to go in and do some stuff.
Is this where you're going to
tell? Hey, look, see, there's my badge.
Oh. Hey,
my badge.
Who is Next Curve? What's that?
Oh my God, I don't know. It's run by this really annoying Asian guy with glasses, and people tell me he's kind of tall. He has a big mouth, and he talks a bunch of crap. So
yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, watch out for those guys.
Watch out for those guys. Nothing good's going to come of that.
Yeah. Hey, look, it's the Amdocs guys.
Amdocs,
like a little thing going on. I have no idea what they have going on there, but I'm sure I'll eventually find out.
We know the Amdocs.
These guys really kick ass, man. They have really been doing pretty well despite the downturn. Sort of this softening of the market and sentiment around digital transformation. They've held their own, man.
Right.
One of the few, actually.
Yeah. I see my Amdocs. I go to lots of events in the Seattle and Bellevue area, and I'll see them at different things. It's like the.
Huh? It's not open 9 o'clock. Oh, it's not open yet. Oh my God! Dude.
Oh,
is that ridiculous or what?
Fail.
I know.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I had a feeling about that.
Just ridiculous. But you know what? This is not bad, man. I like this fall.
Yeah.
I like this section of the part of the convention center.
Right.
But
and so this is the brand spanking new part that they built. This west.
Yeah, and that hall over there is actually very big. But they only have one hall this year, and I think for most of us I don't think, but for most of us who have been to MWC, we know that when you go to Barcelona, they take up 8 or 9, these massive halls. And
you were definitely going to get in your steps for the day when you're at Fira Gran Via.
Oh man, it's just ignorant, huh? Oh, hi. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
Did you get?
I had no idea what he just asked me.
Was he trying to deny you again?
I'm getting denied everywhere, man.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So it is, by the way, very possible to come way too damn early.
It is, especially when we were up really late.
Oh my God. Yeah. So lesson learned.
Yeah.
Look at the schedule before you
were too eager.
And have a little bit more coffee.
way too eager.
I know.
I want to be there so bad. So bad that I went to the wrong conference first.
Oh my God. No, but let me tell you. Let me tell you the actual real reason. I didn't want to get sizzled walking over here. And so this was a very good discovery process. So maybe this is a real lesson learned. This can apply to your IoT journey. It's friggin' just go out and do it. Maybe get out there a little bit early. Yeah, sure. Maybe you're not going to be, your opportunity might not come in within 0.5 miles. You might have to walk, about 2.5 miles like I just did. But just try.
Just try
Get out there. You're going to have a discovery that you're going to be doing through that first 0.5 miles. Well, you realize, it would not quite be as open as I thought it would be, right? Yeah. And then you just go a little further.
And you know what? You sound like a robot.
You bake in the sun. You go through a little, and eventually you ride. I do. Oh man, jeez. See, all right. You
need to switch to Wi-Fi.
This is going out to all friggin'. Can you see me? I know, dude. This is like ridiculous. Hold on. I had such a wonderful lecture going on for our IoT audience, and it's all jacked up, man.
Yeah,
that's like pathetic. So, this is what's going on.
Oh, well, that's a good.
So when are you going to head out over here?
As soon as we hang up,
it's the best.
As soon as we shut down this meeting, I'm going to walk over there. It says it's an 18-minute walk for me, so I'll be there by 9ish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I'm going to see if I can. Oh, there's a Rakuten guys. So Rakuten's up here. Qualcomm's up here. I'm just going to drop by, see if I bump into some folks serendipitously. And then I will see you here soon.
Yeah.
And then next week, what we'll do is we'll do a little bit of a recap.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
We'll know more because we'll have talked to more people today and gone to lots of events and parties and whatever.
There you go.
It's craziness. All right, folks.
Okay. Yeah. Be careful. Don't let that pointy thing in the background poke you in the head. Okay. Be careful.
It's like,
oh my God. All right. Yeah. Oh my God.
All right.
Okay.
Folks.
All right. So to our IoT Coffee Talk, guys. Yeah, you take us out, bro.
Check us out. You can't be here live with us in Las Vegas, which is actually where we all live, believe it or not. We just pretend to be elsewhere. Go to iotcoffeetalk.com. Check us out on the YouTubes. Get the Wi-Fis and the GBs and the millimeter waves. And look at that cool. Yeah. Oh, look, Industry City. Check us out wherever you get your podcasts, In case you don't want to look at our faces, you can just hear our melodic voices. And oh yeah, we are out. I'm going to start my walk. Hopefully I don't get lost.
Okay.
Adios.
See you soon, man.
Bye.
All right. Take care, everyone. All right. Bye.
Bye.